Charlotte, they are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
18-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now for the point after.
For the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Bridgewater now. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's got a first down past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there from McCaffrey. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
The 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices, we haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
All security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Panthers 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards.
K1.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Panthers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. It's Ryan. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Atlanta.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 27, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's 2nd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's bring it. Deuce. Fire down. Delta.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's go.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think it presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Panthers 28.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They run. It's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This will be caught inside the 10, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's McCoy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Panthers 28. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder.
He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the
McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
this defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's out to the left and complete. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
First down.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's caught by Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To
Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Our PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass project pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Intended for defense.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man is Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Bridgewater able to get this to Thomas, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the... In the middle of the